Don't place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Hey traders, John Howell here. Hope you guys are well today. Let's get focused into today's market. We're looking at the S&P 500, Dow Jones, Nasdaq, and looking at the whole caboodle right now. Also, guys, I want to share something with you quite incredible that I see on the transportation average, which is giving me a bit of a mixed signal. The big picture looks like we probably could be testing new lows on the transports, that is. But the short term says we could be getting ready to have at least a nice short term rally. So I want to share that with you and show you how that all works from there. So let's get straight into it right now, guys. On the S&P 500, what do we see here? So the first thing I want to share with you guys is let's actually go look at the big picture here for a minute. It's really interesting to see what's actually happened here. Look at this here. If I bring up my weekly chart here and squeeze my weekly chart up, notice how we actually had this trend line here, right? Notice how we had this low point through here, and if I bring up, so we had this low point all through here. We connected this point through here. We connected this point through here. Notice how we actually flushed down and then we came back up again. That's actually a very powerful sign, a very powerful bullish sign, right? Because if the thing is that if this was a major resistance level, we would actually come up, pause it, probably hold, and then continue rallying back down to probably even this level through here. But we didn't, did we? See, guys, trading the markets, right? Trading the markets is all about just listening to the markets, right? Trading the markets, for me, it's like I have no idea what's going to happen tomorrow or this week, but the market can give you a bit of a sign, right? A bit of a guidance of what's going on right now, what's going on. So as you can see, right, if I squeeze my chart up a little bit more, look what happened here on a week by week basis. Okay, so fascinating. Not only was it support back here, but look at this here. It rejected it once, resistance. Couldn't close above twice. Couldn't close above 3 times. Remember, this is a weekly bar. So this is all the action in 1 week. Then the market came up. And now we actually closed up. And now we've actually made another higher low coming back up. So I see S&P running to at least 3,000. If not, coming back up and closing this gap through here. Really strong. But short term is always that 3,000 mark. And that's where, guys, for you guys that are calling me dumbasses back here in March when I said that I'm starting to go long big time right here, and you guys, if you guys have been watching me for the last couple of months, you know, right, I've always said I'm long big time, and guess what's happening right now? We're getting that rally that I thought we had to. My options are moving up very nicely with these markets, and very soon, probably over the next few weeks, I'm going to be cashing out and saying thank you very much for this gift, which was this whole crash formation through here. And if you've been following me for the last few months, I just want you to realize that the market, when everything seems its worst, we're probably getting close to the bottom, okay, in the markets. The market is a leading indicator. And I've always said that the market will rise first before things start to get better. Look what's been happening now, right? We've been rising now from the bottom to where we are right now on the S&P, almost a month, right? The market has been rising first, then things get better. Look what happened with the stock market. The stock market crashed a lot, and then the worst came out, right? The absolute worst came out. This arrow here, this arrow here, what is this day here? This was what? Pandemic. Next, and then obviously, you know, Trump comes out and says, national emergency, right? Everything's really bad. Everything's got to go to hell. Guess what? It's guys, I didn't make the rules, right? I don't make the rules. I just follow the rules. I don't make the rules. I understand the rules. I don't make the market. I understand the market a bit more, right? A bit more than what I used to, right? So this time I was prepared for it. And this time I'm just like, yeah, watching and waiting and watching and waiting and watching and waiting and waiting. And then bam, right? Guess what happened? So now we're rising. Let me ask you a question. So on the bottom of the S&P 500, right? We're getting closer to the bottom here, aren't we? Why? Everything's really bad. And then guess what happened? We kept going down for a little bit, and everyone was giving me hell, right? Again, if you've been watching me for the last few months, you've been following along with my journey here. You know that I went out and said, listen, I'm going long big time in the markets right now. Anyway, So with that being said, let's flip it on the other side. Now, that's bad news, really, really bad news, equal closer to the markets. Really, really, really good news is probably going to equal what? Probably close to a bit of a topping at that time. So let me ask you a question. Is everything absolutely rosy right now? No. Are we starting to get some good news? Yes. Has the World Health Organization came out and said everything's contained and are we all open back up again now? No. And until we probably hear those words, this is contained or everything's open back up right now, we're probably going to continue to rally until that happens. So if we've got another month away until that happens, until everything like that, which I don't see, where are we right now? April? Are we April or May? May, June. No, I don't see that. I don't see that happening until June, right? Everything being contained. I don't see that happening too. Now, why am I saying that? I still see these markets probably continue to slowly rally like they have been, like the Dow Jones has been, until they come out and says, guess what? Everything is contained. Now, we're probably going to, who knows what's going to happen after that? But if you look at it from a cycle perspective, market crashes a lot, pandemic, worst news, we're getting close to the bottom. Now the market's starting to rally. Guess what? We're waiting to see, we're looking from a macro point of view, right? We're waiting to see, okay, everything's contained and everything's back open and ready to go. When that happens, guess what? We're probably closer to some form of a top, maybe, or maybe we're going to get, or that would be the sign for me to get out of the market or get out of my options that I'm in right now, because it's the flip side, right? Things are really, really, really bad. We're probably getting towards some form of a bottom at that time. Then things seem to be good right now. Guess what? We're probably getting towards some form of a top in the markets, or at least a short-term top. You know what I mean? So I hope you can see from the ebbs and flows and how things move and flow and all that sort of stuff, right? We can see how that's moving through there, and the same for the Dow Jones. Okay. It's going, nothing will stop it. And as you can see here of the Dow Jones, right? It's like, are we going to get a drop back down here or not? It's like low, higher low. We rallied up sideways. Look what happened today. Nice little up bar, nice little increase in volume. I see the Dow Jones, we've got a little short-term target here around that sort of 25,000 level there. We may get a little bit of resistance through there, but look at the market, right? The market is continuing to say, listen, we're on the upside. There is no top here. Absolutely no top through here at all. And if you're going to keep fighting the market, like probably, I know a lot of people have been short the market all the way up here, which is crazy because guess what? If you're trying to short the market and the market's making a low, a higher low, and we're breaking past previous lows, in an uptrend, guess what we have? Higher lows and higher highs. And until we stop doing that, the market's going to continue to rise. Up, sideways, we're now going back up again. Okay? And so that's what we're seeing through there. And now, and same for the NASDAQ as well. NASDAQ is just, look at this here, right? Same for the NASDAQ. Look at this here. Just absolutely just steaming to the upside. Rallied up, came back down, higher low, broke it. And now we'll continue to rally up. Yeah, if we do get pullbacks, guys, guess what we're still doing? Big upward trend, right? I see NASDAQ coming up and close this gap and then breaking up to all-time new highs. We're seeing a bit of a pullback right now in Netflix and Amazon. That was sort of baked into the market. Well, that was going to happen, right? We had such a big move. We're just getting a breakdown right now, but especially Netflix, I see a lot more upside to come. And I was actually talking about that and I gave the projections to my private clients and where I actually see that. By the way, mention of my private clients. I'm so proud of them. I'm getting so many of them. I've had two of my private clients come to me this year and say that they've made 6 figures this year already. So I'm so proud of it. I had 2 of them, and then I just had one of my other private clients named Simon. He came back and he said his very first trade, or his very first full trade that he got into the markets, he actually paid for his whole tuition to the actual coaching program in his very first full position trade. And I'm just so excited for my private clients. So private clients, if you're watching this, big double thumbs up for you guys. I'm so proud of you guys. You guys are rocking it out. And again, I'm just so proud of him. And it's just for cash flow and generating wealth and stuff like that. It's just absolutely amazing. Again, guys, I'm blown away to have 2 of my private clients this year come to me and say that they've made 6 figures this year already from trading the system. So I'm so proud of him. Anyway, so that's what I'm looking at through there. Now let me actually share with you what I was talking about with the transportation average here, right? Let me bring up the weekly chart. The weekly chart right now is what? The weekly chart right now is at a level here, right? As you can see, it's at a level. Let me bring up. Right, so you can see how we're at this. We've got this, not that level through there, not that there. We got what was our focus on there? Right, so we got this sort of resistance level up here. We do have. Let me get back to that daily chart here for a minute. There we go. Okay. So one thing I'm sort of wrestling with right now is that we've had this very strong move down, and then we're having this nice stair-stepping move back up. But this is the big picture here I was talking about at the start of the video. Now, if I go to my three month view and I actually look at what's happening here right now, I can actually see that what's happening here right now, we're actually getting a lot of sort of a support and resistance all through this level through here. Notice that it's probably all through there somewhere, maybe in a bit lower, right there. Yeah, right. So notice how we're getting. So on a big basis, right? We've had this on a long term basis, we had this very sort of let's go here, right? So we've had this very big, strong move down, and now we're having a bit of a move back up. The big picture says, okay, we could be getting ready to test new lows. Okay, it's like, you know, that could be happening, right? But then the short-term picture, what's been happening the last month is doing well, right? And this is why it's looking at the big picture, weekly chart. But then the most important thing is what's happening right now. And as you can see, we had this resistance level through here. We had this bottom. We had a higher low. We broke up. Notice how we've actually found a lot of support. We bounced off the last couple of days, and now we're actually gapping up through here. So if we got a very nice little up bar like this out of transportation average, then that to me would see a move back up to at least that 175 level there. It would be probably a short-term move. So there we go, guys. That's what I'm seeing there overall. Really interesting stuff. There's fascinating stuff. And above everything else, guys, one of the reasons why me and my private clients are doing so well in all these markets is, one, we were prepared for this dip, and so we're benefiting from it. But on the flip side, our trading system is absolutely just crushing it right now. Majority of the trades are running on really well, and we have a really high successful trading system. And that's one thing I want you guys to focus on, is just having a successful trading system that trades, and then therefore you're looking at all the stocks to try to find your setup. And then when you do get into your trades, most of them will make profits, some of them will make losses, rinse, recycle, repeat, do well, right? It's pretty much that simple. What we have to do is just simply follow that plan. So anyway, guys, I'll speak to you soon. Hey traders, John Howell here. Thanks for watching my video. For a limited time only, I am giving away free access to my brand new trading course. I've put all my most powerful systems, strategies, and trading techniques that I've learned over the last 15 years and put it in this course, and I'm giving it away for free for a limited time. See, in this brand new Guide to the Markets by the Boys trading course, and you can get it when you go to johnsfreegift.com, you're going to learn, firstly, you're going to get access to a brand new training course for 90 minutes, and you're going to learn all the details step by step to my #1 trading system with over a 90% success rate that works on any market and any time frame. You're also going to learn 3 powerful chart reading and trading techniques. You're also going to learn 2 more powerful trading systems, and also you're going to learn 7-figure trading secrets, mindset techniques, and so much more. There's top 13 mistakes you're going to learn, the 10K per month formula, and so much more. No, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme, but if you are struggling with your trading right now and you need help, then for a limited time, you can get free access to this. So go to johnsfreegift.com right now, or click on the very first thing in the description, because for a limited time, I'm giving away. So go to johnsfreegift.com right now and start getting access to this full complete trading course, plus also the free training with my #1 trading system with over 90% success rate. Go to that right now, and I'll see you on the next page.